Hey y'all, good morning. Okay, so I want to give y'all a message about sitting still. Okay, like listen to your body, listen to your soul. You're not supposed to be a workaholic. Like they want you to work hard in this world for material things. You know what I'm saying? When if you just sit and be in peace, you're gonna attract everything you want. Okay. So, and I've been on this I've been on my spiritual journey for some years. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it. I say I've been on my spiritual journey since 2005, since my youngest son, my second oldest was born. I searched. You know what I'm saying? I went through all types of awakenings and learnings and religions and studying and all that type of stuff, right? The best study I found was just me. Like, it's so crazy. Just me, the universe, nature, with everything that's natural. You know what I'm saying? And so last year I ended up having a dream that told me to quit a job. I was scared because I was like, I ain't never quit no job and I had no backup. But I was getting headaches. You know what I'm saying? The job was stressing me the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be stress free. I will cut off anything that ruins my peace. I don't care who you is or what you is. Okay? I don't care what you got or what you don't got. You're gonna get the fuck away from me. Okay? So, fast forward. Okay, so and even with that job, I started controlling my own schedule. Hey, I can only work so many days. Y'all not gonna overwork me. Just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have me off one day, work the next day, and off. Now I need my days back to back off, honey. Okay. And so, and I just been, because I used to be such a busybody, working 50 hours plus a week, busting my ass off just to give the money I'm working hard for back to rent. You know what I'm saying? Back to whatever, back to material stuff that I would get so much material stuff and I would lose it. You know what I'm saying? I would lose my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, now I take advantage of resting. And I don't care what they say that black women are lazy, black people lazy. Be lazy. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying just neglect your life because I love clean stuff. I'm a clean person and handle my business. But I'm a busybody. It's really hard for me to sit still, okay? But in stillness, you find peace. So last week it was supposed to snow or whatever. So Friday I went to work. Saturday I left early because I heard snow was coming. I said, "Oh, give me a reason to go home." Okay. Sunday I called in. Only worked the weekends. Friday came 2 days ago. I went to work Friday. It wasn't supposed to snow until Sunday. I had a full book Friday and Saturday. So called all my clients, told them I was going to cancel Saturday because I'm not risking my life for no snow for nobody. They can fire me if they want. I do not care. You know what I'm saying? I find another job. And so I took advantage. I said, you know what? I let the manager know, hey, I won't be here tomorrow because it's gonna snow. She like, cool, cool. So come today, I get my busy ass up to work out. And I got this 50-pound kettlebell that I like to swing around sometimes or whatever. So as I'm swinging the thing, get up. Mind you, I'm supposed to be resting. I'm supposed to be taking advantage of resting. That was my plan. But I got my ass up because I went to work out. Hurt my dang own back. You hear me? Hurt my back. So I got a massage on my couch. So I got a massage. And then I had cooked me some eggs and some oatmeal for breakfast. And guess what? I'm back in the damn bed. Because this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be resting and manifesting. Okay? And resting, yeah, once you become in tune with yourself and in tune with the universe, it's levels to it. You're not gonna just wake up and do it, but I I suggest that everybody tune into themselves. If you go to church and you looking for Jesus to save you or redemption in that, you are lost as hell. You know what I'm saying? Everything you need is inside self. A lot of people have external validations they need. I feel church is a distraction. It could be good for like a social gathering, I guess, but a lot of people I know go to church are messy, two-faced, and just still need Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you need somebody you don't know? I don't get that, but that's a whole nother subject. We're going back to self. Self, when you're inside yourself, you're in tune with yourself, you are able to manifest what you want. You can be hood rich. You don't have to have like no big house in the suburbs. That's not me. I'm not a suburb person. I've always been in the hood or I've been in the country. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm comfortable at. I am not comfortable in no damn suburbs. So I've never wished for a big house in the suburbs. Just not my cup of tea. It scares me. Okay. It's a movie where everything is like all the houses are the same. Everybody has the same color car. That scares the fuck out of me. Okay. I'll always stay in the hood, or my dream is to stay in the country. I love to stay in the country, and one day I'll get there. So, but the hood is where I'm comfortable at, but I have everything I need. I don't want for anything, and it's a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can manifest whatever you want. Some people have big dreams. I have the most basic dreams, and that is just peace. My dream is just me in the kitchen cooking. It used to be listening to music, but I don't listen to music that much no more. When I cook, I listen to like um awakening videos and stuff like that when I cook. But yeah, so I advise everybody to tune into themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything you need is inside you. Stop listening to the outside world. And then I see so many people who want to get out in this storm, like the snow. Like, I don't understand people who can't sit down like that. Like, I've never been the type to want to get out in the snow. One time when I did, when my daughter was little, she was a baby, she needed some milk. I got my ass out to that store and I slid a little bit. It took me 30 minutes to get to a store that was only 2 minutes away. Okay? In a car. Okay? It took me 30 minutes driving that slow. I just prepared ever since then. So, um, tune into self. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on self. It is not, I'm not saying I'm perfect or nothing like that, but it's a betterment for your soul. Like, your soul is craving something. If you're always looking for outside validation, external validation, you're not complete. You know, you're holy on the inside. You're holy within yourself, flesh, soul, and spirit. Those are the holy trinities. You know what I'm saying? They want to teach you outside of yourself that the Holy Trinity is a Holy Spirit outside of yourself. No, it's inside you. When you get those emotions that you have, that's your spirit. That's you trigger your spirit. You know what I'm saying? So emotions are entities. Entities is what controls the spirit. You know what I'm saying? If you're angry, that spirit's going to react. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to control the emotions where you control the spirit. The soul is what is the completion, the consciousness is what gives you the good or bad choices. Like, do I want to be a good person? Do I want to be a bad person? Some people consciousness is just empty. You know what I'm saying? They're not there yet because they're still in their emotions, or they're just living in their flesh. You know what I'm saying? The flesh is the weakest of the three. You know what I'm saying? It's the craving of the gluttony, the drugs, and all that type of stuff. And I want to say one thing. Okay, another thing. So, outside of self, okay, so being I grew up with a lot of trauma, abuse. I've always had it in my life or whatever, right? And it was just a chaotic. I absorbed it, I learned it, and it was coming out. I was very emotional and stuff like that, whatever, right? And so, and I still get triggered. You know what I'm saying? I still get triggered, especially when people disrespect me or play with my intelligence. That triggers the fuck out of me because it's like, it reminds me of the people who want to abuse and use me. And my spirit be wanting to fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? So, um, what about to say? So being that if you went through that type of trauma and all that type of stuff, and you feel that you're in emotions and you feel that you're an empath, tap into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get videos all the time that tells me about narcissism, and just I get signs, and what is coming to you is for you to learn. Like, everything is spiritual. What's meant for you is going to come to you. It really is. And so you don't have to work hard for anything. They want you to believe that you have to work hard for stuff. You do not. What is for you, you will attract, but you have to know yourself. Outside distractions as far as sports, politics, the fun stuff. I'm not saying don't have fun stuff, but pay attention to pay attention to how the fun stuff affects you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be a heavy drinker. I don't drink. Um, I was drinking socially for a while, but I just quit drinking. You know what I'm saying? It just makes me feel really sick. Um, I was smoking, but I moved to a whole nother state where I don't know anybody to trust anybody to buy marijuana from. So I quit smoking. I was getting here and there, but it just wasn't, coming like how I needed to come. So I ended up start vaping. So I started vaping to be on the safer side. When I tell you my chest was hurting, like my chest hurts with the vape, so I can't vape. I got 3 damn vapes up there that I can't even smoke. Do you hear me? And I be wanting to smoke. But some things that we put inside us distracts us from ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It taints the body to where your body is craving something on the outside and distracting your conscious. Okay? It's distracting your conscience or whatever. So it's really good to zoom in on your soul because your soul wants to be found. You have to find it. I can't help anybody find their soul. Some people choose not to have a soul because they just want to indulge in that flesh. And when I say indulge in the flesh, it's like sex, drugs, rock and roll. Okay, that's just all it is. And right now, I notice that we're in a time of hypersexuality. Like, it's so hypersexual, it's disgusting me. Like, I seen this video where this guy was pulled over by the cops, and the cops are searching him, and then they checked his pants, and the cops are like, "Wow, these men are looking at another man's penis, saying, wow, like." And I'm not trying to knock anybody or discourage anybody for being in love or sex and nothing like that, but just pay attention to the stuff. It's becoming disgusting, like. And I was very hypersexual. Well, I want to say hypersexual, but I love sex. You know what I'm saying? But it's becoming disgusting to me because I just seen a video where men was screwing dogs in Atlanta. Now we had other women to compete with. Then we had white women to compete with. Then we had boys to compete with. Then we got trainees to compete with. Now we got freaking animals. Okay? Like, and I'm not knocking the male species, but something ain't right. Something ain't right. Unless he's in tune with his soul, he ain't right. So, and same as men. Men, if you are full and whole within yourself, you're gonna find these broken ass women who's gonna distract you from your soul because she's incomplete. I'm not saying just all men are bad or nothing like that because there's some bad women too, but the majority of the men are predators. But that's a whole nother subject. We going back onto self. If you need to rest yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you need to take a break from social activities, from dating, that is okay. You know what I'm saying? They want to tell you, like, I was literally arguing with some guys on Instagram about women being washed up over 40. But then after I got to read them their rights and stuff, and then they go look at them videos, they trying to holler at me, and I'm 40. Okay? So they want to do that, and it's all control. I don't know how I keep on getting back on this man subject, but it's just. But I'm gonna be honest. What triggered my awakening was betrayal by a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just like it. It triggered a awakening in me. The pain did. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, whoa, I had already isolated myself from a toxic family. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm trying to meet homegirls, weird vibes from that shit. So I stepped back from homegirls. I said, because I was just looking for a homegirl to just like kick it with, kill some time with, and shit like that. But weird shit. So I said, okay, maybe I'm gonna go to the love path, and I be damn, the shit that I experienced is horrible. You know what I'm saying? So that means I had to go back to self. And also with self, you also learn that the things that I allowed for a man to betray me was something that I had. It was a void in myself that I allowed it. You know what I'm saying? It was maybe abandonment issues or just something like that from my childhood because I was abandoned by my mother. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't abandoned by my father. He was just he was just traveling. He traveled a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I stayed with my dad, he was not home. I was always with his wife. You know what I'm saying? So he was a good dad. He was a horrible man to women. So I also seen where where a man was a good to me. My father was good to me, but he would beat the shit out of a female. And I actually thought that was love. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you got to really learn yourself. And if you're going through a lot of traumatic experiences or whatever, that's because you have a calling on yourself. And it's up to you to find that calling. It's up to you to heal that trauma so you can know who you are. Can't nobody tell me who I am anymore. I don't walk on eggshells. I'm not scared of a soul on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Nothing controls me. And that's what it's all about. It's about freedom. And your soul wants to be free. But you got to find it first.